Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah, fellow Facebookers. This is Wisam Sharieff for Quran Weekly. The last verse where we left off was an opportunity for us to look at the the root form of the word kafara. And we read the verse about those who disbelieve, سَوَاءٌ عَلَيْهِمْ أَأَنذَرْتَهُمْ أَمْ لَمْ تُنذِرْهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. And that was a chance for us to realize that the word kafara came from the root word to bury or to cover something. When a farmer digs a hole and puts the seeds inside and then covers, because we are innately born with the understanding, or at least the belief in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Now today's verse, the next verse, reads, خَتَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَى قُلُوبِهِمْ وَعَلَى سَمْعِهِمْ وَعَلَى أَبْصَارِهِمْ غِشَاوَةٌ وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ. Those people who have chosen, who have covered up the guidance within them or around them, the guidance that has been sent to them innately, or the signs that they see around them, or the reminders that they get constantly, those people, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling us, خَتَمَ اللَّهُ, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has set a seal, عَلَى قُلُوبِهِمْ, on their hearts, وَعَلَى سَمْعِهِمْ, and on their hearing. So Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed a seal on their hearts and on their hearing. وَعَلَىٰ أَبْصَارِهِمْ غِشَاوَةٌ, and on their vision, on their sight, there is a cover. وَلَهُمْ عَذَابٌ عَظِيمٌ, and for them is a great punishment. Here, brothers and sisters, there's many lessons that we can retract. Number one thing that I want you to look at, and it's a bit of a nuance, it's a bit of a tiny thing. If you read this verse through, it shows the perfection in the word placement in the Quran. Just for example, before we get into the actual lesson, خَتَمَ اللَّهُ عَلَى قُلُوبِهِمْ وَعَلَى سَمْعِهِمْ, and Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has placed a seal on their hearts and on their hearing. But do you seal someone's sight? No, not exactly. وَعَلَىٰ أَبْصَارِهِمْ غِشَاوَةٌ. That's why you'll see a little pause sign there in the Quran when you read it. In the Mus'haf you'll see a little pause sign. So we pause there. وَعَلَىٰ أَبْصَارِهِمْ غِشَاوَةٌ, and on their eyes, or their seeing, is a covering. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala didn't say that there was a seal on their eyes or the seal on their seeing, because that really doesn't make too much sense. It's the perfection in the word usage. But again, we don't want to marvel on that in this very serious section of Quran. The real question that comes to you sitting at home, you're thinking and you're sitting, you're saying, well God sealed up their eyes and their hearing, so that's it for them. What took place first? إِنَّ الَّذِينَ كَفَرُوا سَوَاءٌ عَلَيْهِمْ أَأَنذَرْتَهُمْ أَمْ لَمْ تُنذِرْهُمْ لَا يُؤْمِنُونَ. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala did not seal their hearts first. They took the first step. They said, well, whatever, I have a mind, I have a rationale, I'm going to seal off any concept of God. They took the first step. And once they said, well, there's nothing to believe in. There's nothing, this book that he's bringing, it's all just rhetoric. It's someone's writing it for him. No, maybe it's magic. And after constantly being reminded, remember, we're in Medina now. We're in Medina when we read this verse. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has given them 13 years and the entire Meccan Quran to be reminded that there is a creator. And this is the perfect revelation from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. This is from the creator of the heavens and the earth. If you choose not to believe in it, then the outcome will be the sealing of your hearts, and that is the receiving of guidance, the sealing of your ears, which you will not actually hear any good. You'll just hear, oh, 4 wives, grow a beard, everything's haram. You have friends like that who just hear, and they only hear the negative aspects of Islam, because nothing spiritual, nothing related to the religion seems positive to them. So brothers and sisters, here's our chance. I mean, this verse is not as beautiful as in recitation as all the other verses. This is very strong. Where are we standing in terms of our own relationship with Quran? Is it possible that we've heard so much negative, orientalist, progressive ideas about Islam that we're starting to be turned off by it as well? May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep all of our hearts open to the true and pure light of Islam. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala clarify what we hear and only allow us to understand in the best of ways. And most importantly, may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove any covering that is on our eyes now to see the beauty of Islam, because quite frankly, very straightforward, right now it doesn't look very beautiful. Right now, pop culture looks a lot better to me. Everything that's beautiful in this world, money, cash, cars and clothes, looks better to me. May Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala remove the veil that is on top of darkness and that is hiding the evils that we don't really see, and give us the opportunity to find the true essence and the beauty of Quran. This is Wisam Sharieff for Quran Weekly. Wassalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah.